On the streets of India, millions of dogs live among us, seen every day yet rarely understood. Most stories end in fear, conflict, or neglect. But one story, unfolding live in early 2026, invites a deeper question. Not about dogs, but about how environments shape behavior, in animals and in humans. This is the story of Aloka. Let's be clear from the start. Aloka's courage draws us in, but his journey reveals a deeper truth. It shows what happens when fear is removed, when calm replaces control, and when coexistence replaces dominance. What followed was not magic, it was cause and effect. According to the monk's own account, during a 112-day peace walk in India, one stray dog began following them. We found him in India when we walked 112 days in India, one monk shared. They did not call him. They did not invite him. They simply continued their walk, slowly, silently, mindfully, giving him complete freedom to turn back. Each time they moved ahead, the same dog returned, on his own. We found him, and he followed us the whole time. And so, Aloka stayed. During that same journey, Aloka faced severe trials. He was struck by a car and fell gravely ill. Monk Bhikkhu Paññākāra described, even though he fell sick and got hit by a car, almost died, he still stood up and moved forward, even though he was very ill. For his safety, the monks tried to place him in a support vehicle, but Aloka refused. He wants to continue. He doesn't want to go with the car. So that inspires a lot. He jumped off. He wanted to walk with us. At that moment, Aloka was no longer just following the monks. He had become a living expression of the journey itself. Before we continue, let's ground this story in evidence, not emotion. Behavioral science shows animals mirror human nervous systems. Fear increases aggression. Calm reduces threat perception. This is known as environment-driven behavior. Aloka did not learn peace. Peace emerged when threat disappeared. This is biology and neuroscience. India is home to tens of millions of free-roaming dogs. Estimates vary due to different counting methods, but the reality is undeniable. Most belong to native land races, often called Indi, Desi, or Indian Pariah dogs. Veterinary science consistently describes them as highly adaptable, intelligent, resilient, suited to India's climate. Aloka was not rare. He was representative. At the end of the India journey, the monks faced a decision. According to accounts of the Walk for Peace, the monks chose to bring Aloka with them to the United States, after he stayed with them through the Indian segment of the pilgrimage. The decision reflected the bond formed during the journey and the responsibility the monks chose to take on. Today, in early 2026, Aloka continues with 19 monks on a 2,300-mile walk for peace across the United States, moving from Texas towards Washington, D.C. About 73 days into the journey, as the group crosses from Georgia into South Carolina, Aloka insists on walking mile after mile, often leading the line, drawing widespread public attention and hundreds of thousands of followers online. This story is not a call to romanticize street life. It is a call for responsible compassion. Real solutions are not emotional reactions. They are evidence-based actions. Vaccination, sterilization through animal birth control programs, community care, adoption where feasible, and accountability for abandonment. Cruelty fails. Sentiment alone fails. Only structured compassion works. For India, the lesson is clear. Street dogs are not the problem. The absence of organized care is. Compassion is not feeding alone. Compassion is reducing fear at its source through vaccination, sterilization, and long-term responsibility carried out consistently by communities and institutions. Aloka did not change the world. Humans did, by changing the environment around him. That choice still belongs to us, every day. If fear makes things worse and thoughtful kindness makes things better, what are we choosing in our everyday actions?